to a Call 7 investigation. A 2-month-old girl is dead. Her mother accused of the murder, and answers about Denver Human Services failures before little Natalie's death may be withheld. For now, the Denver DA now asking the state to not release a critical report concerning the actions of DHS. And this all comes after Call 7 investigator John Ferrugia uncovered a caseworker apparently lied about meeting with the family. John?
That's right, Ann. Citing our investigation, the DA expressed concern that if released now, the ombudsman's report could prevent a fair trial for the child's mother. So the DA has asked that the report be withheld until after that case is decided. The letter sent to Ombudsman Dennis Goodwin by Denver's Chief Deputy District Attorney notes that Kelsey Newell Skinner is facing first-degree murder charges for the beating death of her 2-month-old daughter, Natalie. It notes that the DA learned from media accounts that the Ombudsman intends to publicly release a report concerning your investigation into the Department of Human Services.
She looked like something I could have never imagined, like just a baby that way. She looked like she had like a black and blue marks all over her head.
The DA notes that specific facts related to the victim in this case may have a prejudicial impact on court proceedings and asks that the report not be made accessible to the public. The Ombudsman investigation came after we talked with Natalie's father and found that a hospital social worker contacted DHS when the mother tested positive for drugs at Natalie's birth. Our investigation found that a caseworker was assigned to this case, but despite her written reports about an assessment, she never actually ever met with the family.
I expected them at the hospital, at the house, maybe even a phone call. I never got one.
Never saw anybody?
Never saw anybody.
Yet Denver Human Services initially denied our story in writing, claiming a DHS caseworker met with the family 3 times, both at the hospital and in their home. But DHS officials never checked with either the hospital social worker or Jonathan Hurst to confirm such visits.
I think everything would have been different if the caseworkers would have came. They would have gave us the right resources to help our family out.
Finally, DHS Director Penny May admitted what we had reported. You think somebody lied?
I think there are serious concerns.
Those concerns caused her to turn the case over to the Ombudsman, whose final report has now been seen by officials at DHS and was to have been made public this week, but will now be delayed. Now, sources familiar with the report say it raises serious questions about DHS supervision of caseworkers. That report is critical of what are apparently systemic loopholes in casework verification. The question is, in how many other instances are casework reports simply not true, and who is checking? Meanwhile, a DHS official now confirms tonight that the results of an internal investigation have been turned over to Denver police to determine whether the caseworker can be charged with filing false reports. I'm Call 7 investigator John Ferrugia.